My name is Debashish Das. I'm a leadership and business growth coach. Welcome to my episode DD Speaks. In my previous episode, I spoke to you about the common hiring mistakes. Today, I thought that I should discuss another important topic for the benefit of the business owners. Considering the current time and situation, I thought of taking up the topic of how to deal with bad news. Yes, bad news. I'm saying it because today, whatever disruption we are seeing in the business scenario, apart from the good news which is coming from some points that people are recovering, economic packages are coming, at a micro level inside the organizations, the business owners are dealing with a lot of situations because of which they need to be communicating sometimes not very pleasant things in their organization. So I thought as a business growth coach, I must share some of the tips and my learnings to business owners to help them, to equip them to be dealing with this situation and not, experimenting and doing a hit and try for this very, very unique for the very, very critical activity in the organization. So here are my tips to you. Tip number one: do it yourself. Do not delegate it. A lot of business owners do the mistake of delegating this important task of sharing the bad news, whether it's the news of not continuing with a branch operation, or the news of some functions to be merged together, or the news of some functions or some processes or business scenarios to be changed, or the news of some people to be asked to move from permanent to variable income, or issues of bonuses, etc., etc. So all these communication, they don't want to front it. They feel that okay, if we do it, then we will be in the middle of it. We will let the HR do it or something else do it. In fact, some of them are advised not to front end it because it brings risks and exposures. Well, the risks and exposures are anyway. Even if your HR manager talks about it, you as the director of the organization are still the person who is the head of the organization. So therefore, I don't think so that this is the time for us to shy away from our responsibility. So as business owner, you must front end it. Develop the skills. That's a secondary point. The second important aspect is that use supporting facts. Now, if you have facts and figures around a point which you're trying to make, anybody will believe in it, anybody will understand it. So have the relevant facts and figures. The resistance which business owners have in this is that they don't want to share the internal details to somebody who is an employee, fearing that he will go out and talk, about bad things about the company. I don't think so. One or two miscreants may always be there, but majority of the people will appreciate this gesture of openness, and they will, understand that when you are sharing the facts and figures, of course, you're not supposed to be handing over everything to them, but the gist of it and the papers should be available to you to tell them that look, this is the scenario because of which I am having this conversation with you. It will make it look much more authentic. Third point is share the purpose. Why are you in this discussion today? What situations have emerged or cropped up because of which today you are having this discussion? Share the purpose. The purpose is not to let go of somebody. The purpose is not to stop somebody's continuing relationship. But the purpose is today to deal with a scenario which is a business scenario, and that is why you are asking for support. Fourth point is be genuine. Do not show a picture which is not true. Some business owners don't want to show the true picture, and they don't want to show the vulnerability, don't want to show because the effect it has had on them, fearing that the bigger than the big picture they have on the mind of the people in the company will get diluted. They have always been seen as someone who is strong and big, and now if they are being seen as vulnerable people, it may actually not be good for the image. But I think forget that. It's important for you to face the reality and tell them the real picture. So be genuine. When you share the information to anybody, anything which you're talking about, as I said, that it could be a communication or disruption, basically, you're talking, it will have reactions. People will respond and react in the way they do. Be empathetic to all what you're listening to them. listen and then be empathic to them, empathize with them, understand that they will vent out, they will have some reactions, they may actually say some things which are not so pleasant. Listen to them, because this is very important part of the entire guideline. If you don't let them vent out, it will actually bottle up inside them. Junior people in the organization may not have the courage and the strength to come up to you and say some things which they want to say. They may not like it, and they may actually say, no, you are absolutely uh, I don't think so you're professional or a good company. Now listen to that. I mean, for them at this point of time, that's the reality. They have heard it. So, I mean, they have a reason and right to say this. So don't get into a counter reaction. In fact, for junior people who are not opening up, you must open them up, because if they don't open up and vent it out today to you, they will go back home and take it out on their spouse, their children, drink, and their neighbors, and generally it will be a mess in their own life. We don't want that in the society. So please ask them, or maybe encourage them to dialogue with you, discuss with you, get some clarity, vent it out, and deal with that emotion. You know that it might be a stressful and a very traumatic moment for everyone, even maybe for you, but deal with it. And the next point is that give people options. We are. I have mentioned it earlier. Also, layoff will not pay off. And what I meant all the time was that just telling people that okay, we get rid of you is not going to be good for you, because when the lockdown is over, when business is reviving, then things are again coming back to track. You will need the same people. So give them options, make it cordial. Tell them that look, okay, uh, you know, we are on a fixed income model. Can we do on a pro bono basis for some time, 90 days period, and review it again? Or can we do on a variable basis? Can we work on a project to project basis? Can something be done instead of that operation or branch? Can we do it in some other way? Can we save on that rental? So if you make it more collaborative by giving options, you may actually find out, even in the scenario which is a grim scenario, some solution emerging from this. And the last tip I will give you, the seventh tip, is that extend support. Tell them that you're always with them. You're friends, even if you are not professionally working together anymore. If you at all are not working together, you are friends, and refer to them to some friends whom you know. If you have somebody, some network, you have some association, some forum, you can introduce it to them. Some webinars are there where they can network and join people. Some out of the box projects could be there, which are there, which they can work with. So allow them to do that, and that's something which you must allow them to operate, because you are not doing the discussion to get your agenda in order. You are also doing it because you want to genuinely help somebody who has been with you for some time to rehabilitate. So these are some of the tips and some of the points which I thought I must share with the business owners. It's a very complicated and very critical skill to dialogue with people on sensitive matters. But if as a business owner you do it, you will get better into it. It just requires practice and coaching. If beyond these tips, I hope that you liked it. If you did, then please like, share my video. And if you want more help beyond this, feel free to contact me on my Facebook page, Debashish Das Business Growth Coach. Also connect with me on LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter. You may also reach out to me on 98104918890. And in case you want to know more about how to do it, in a much more deeper way, in much more detail, I will be happy to help you. I want business owners to be able to take care of the scenario of the business on their own. Thank you very much, and keep watching. Wait for my next episode soon. Bye.